Welcome, guys, to the MCCU Show podcast. This week we have an amazing guest just lined up for you. And guys, I can't wait for you to hear from him. He's a very learned person, someone I look up to personally in terms of business and investments. And I'll let him tell us who he is. Yes, Mr. I don't want to say his name. Tell us who you are. What do you do? What have you done? Basically introduce yourself.
Okay, thanks a lot, Karega. And that's quite an introduction. Okay, where should I start? Okay, I go by the name Makedi. Or officially you can call me Makedi Urbanus. I'm an alumnus of the University of Nairobi. Served under MCCU. And currently, kutafuta huku nje. I can't say much. And that's me. So I really hope that this podcast will really challenge you. It will really assist you in your growth, both as a Christian and someone who is out there interacting with the world. Thank you, Karega.
And someone might be wondering, you said you're an alumnus of University of Nairobi. What course did you do, and what are you doing currently right now?
Okay, sorry for that. I did Bachelor of Economic and Statistics. I'm a recent graduate, just graduated last year. And currently I work with Solar Panda, and I'm based in Homa Bay County. I think that's it.
Yes, so folks, today we're talking about financial investments in your 20s. And I don't know, Makedi, as we start off the conversation, when is the right time to start investing? Is there a right time? Is there a wrong time?
Well, that's a very good question. And just to start us off, I came across a very ancient poem that I think some of us have interacted with. And one of the lines that poem goes like this, that exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery, but let this not bind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and ever in life is full of heroism. So, yes, I've tried investing, and I'm still trying investing. I'm trying to invest in different businesses, and also, there are different types of investments. So basically today we are talking about the money investment and also investing in yourself with the money that you have. And I began investing back in when I was in year 2. I recall when kuna time ile maisha inakupeleka kwa kona and you're like, bro, nini na happen, and the alpha male that some of us are, you'll be like, why would I call my mom back home? And now you start wondering what could you do and everything. And here's where some of you have heard of McDuro Creations. Here's where we started McDuro Creations with a friend. And whatever McDuro Creations was doing back then, than whatever you guys have known for quite some time, was that what were we doing? We were selling these refills, the perfume refills. We were selling movies. And now that one, whatever we were doing, we were selling them now. Our main platform where we were selling them was WhatsApp, because we hadn't really developed other means or other ways of selling these services, quote unquote, to students or our classmates and everything. So we either download from Telegram, then we go sell them. So when we download it for free. Okay, we use ADD, Wi-Fi. So we download them for free, then at your comfort, unaishi box, unaishi web, you tell us which movie do you need. So a movie is 30 bob. So you downloaded like 5 movies, you go sell it, you have like 150 Unisaba. So that's how now we started McDuro Creations. And also now, with the time, we started designing posters, and we worked with quite a number of institutions. And there was a time that we were in a certain group for now economic scholars. It involves other university students. And now there was a lady who approached me. I didn't know she's a Miss University in a certain university. No, she didn't approach me. I approached her. So I approached her, by the way, I'm saying, whatever you're doing good business. What about if I opt to make your brand visible? Now, making her brand visible is now by designing posters and also trying to put other things into the equation, such as t-shirts, bracelets, and everything. And that's how we started the business of designing t-shirts, bracelets, and other stuff, just designing from caps and everything to hoodies and all that. And that's now how we started investing.
You started in year 2. And you said, you wouldn't want to start calling home back and asking for money and all that. For someone who is even a first year and maybe they're very low on cash and they literally have no idea what they can do, maybe you already had a good idea of, hey, I can do this to get money. What about someone who has no idea? I'm broke. I don't know what to do, I love, and in that space, there are so many opportunities out there, some which are scam. Online businesses, Bitcoin, not saying Bitcoin is scam, but people have been scammed. Sales jobs, people have found themselves going and being asked for money to be able to get money and get rich quick scams. So what do you do so that you don't find yourself in that situation where you fall prey to such activities?
Okay, thank you for that, Karega. And I recall while back in high school, I did business in Form 1 and Form 2. And in Form 1, there were those, I can't quite recall, but there was a certain topic that they always mentioned, identify the business gap or business niche and everything. So you identify a gap and see, let's say people in Chiromo, they eat in Klabu. What's the distance between Klabu and Chiromo? It's quite a distance, and it takes them more than 30 minutes to reach Klabu. How could I, Becky and Ruth, break this gap between Klabu and now Chiromo? So you have to meet the needs of consumers, that's the people in Chiromo, and meet the needs of the producers. So basically you have to bridge the gap and see whichever gap there is, then you feel it. So for example, when someone needs something and they don't know where to get it, and you as Becky, you know where to get it, and you know where to get it at wholesale price. So basically, whatever I used to do, if I need to sell you something, you need something, I can sell you the thing. Then I need to check online how much is this thing is. So when she goes to Jumia, najua it's 1,200. Na najua chuo bingine mahali kule River Road, najua unaenda naangalia alafu napata na 800. So namwambia, by the way, Becky, ile kitu si ulikuwa nataka hii. Okay, can I get it for you? Like, when do you need it? Okay, nakwambia, you give me 1350. Hiyo 100 juu iko ya nini? Ya delivery and all that. And there it is. You already have your stuff. Now Ruth akisema River Road is a scam. It's not. River Road is not a scam. Kuna vitu legit, very legit. In that now people are going and everything, it seems as if it's it's scam and all that. But now whatever I'm trying to say, just see an opportunity where that kuna ile gap, now you need to fill that gap. What wanataka hii? They don't know, because now hakuna mtu wa kufill, be the middleman there mwenye anaweza fill that gap. I think that could be the idea of investing. But at the current age, the current entrepreneurs that I've seen that have really come up sana are the kind of social entrepreneurs, in such a manner that they're really looking for whatever a community needs. They go to that community. What do they need? Sorry. So let's say, for example, they need, these are kids who do what? They need pads. Let me talk on the side of females. Now they need pads and everything. And whatever these guys think, so how about I start looking for donations to buy these kids pads, and in the meantime, as I look at a better alternative for pads, or even see on how to produce them, then he or she seeks for funding. That's a social entrepreneur. It's not more or less like, would you invest? Yes, you've invested your time, money, and ideas into that, but now it will generate profit for you after 2 or 3 years in such a manner that, yes, you'll be funded and everything, and also you'll also be producing your own products and also selling to those people as you donate others to different schools and everything, or even selling to organizations to donate now. I've seen that people have taken that line for some time now. Yeah, thank you, Karega. I hope I've answered your question.
Yes, you have. Bichii and Ruth, I don't know. Have you guys ever tried investing? We would like to hear from you, your story. Me personally, I think when COVID came, of course, we went home and everybody needed money, Oh, not every kuna watu walikuwa mafutani already. Me personally, I needed money. And I remember there was this pressure, you check online, people are doing great, like people are getting money, and there's this pressure, and you even see your peers are making it big, running businesses, na uko hapo tu ni assignments unafanya. And of course I got that pressure, and I just went online and saw a certain Telegram group. I think it was called Skylight or something, and they it was a writing business, so you're doing assignments for, and Makedi, we're going to come back there, ukifanya business as a Christian, kama ufanyi kitu ethical, kama wewe ulikuwa unauza movies bila license, na mimi nilikuwa nataka kufanyia watu assignments. So this Telegram group had like assignments for students, alafu each assignment ilikuwa imeandikwa the price. So ungeona assignment ya low imeandikwa pa 8,000 Kenya shillings, you're being paid 8,000 Kenya shillings, umeambiwa hapo the number of words and stuff. So it looked very nice, like unafanya assignment unapewa 8k, unapewa 10k, unapewa 5k, unapewa, it had money for one assignment. So, but for you to register on the platform, at that point you had to pay 1,500. So mimi sikuwa na 1,500. So mimi nikaendelea tu nikidelay, naona tu people are joining the group and getting money. So nikona wacha nikope do juu nikiregister kwa platform I'll just do an assignment alafu nirudishe hiyo do. So I copied 500 for someone, mwingine nikakopa tu nikafikisha 1,500. Kwenda kuregister nikasikia bei ishaongezeka. Kuregister kwa platform as a writer ilikuwa 2k. So now ikabidi niombe 5. So nikapata hiyo 2,000. I was like, finally I'm gonna get rich. Ni kuomoka. It's my time wa kuomoka. Ni wakati wangu. And I remember nikatumia 2k. And I registered on the platform as a writer. Believe you me, I don't know, sijui ni kama ni mimi walikuwa wananiongojea ni register, hiyo platform ili disappear. Ili disappear. The website stopped working. I was not even able to pick a writing job. Like, it disappeared. Up to today, the website is not active. Like, it disappeared completely. Never know pesa yangu imeenda. Completely. I can't report these people to the police. I don't even know who they are. And I know I even had friends of mine. I was talking to another friend of mine who used his school fees to buy some Bitcoin stuff from a Telegram group, and once they invested a certain amount of money, the Telegram group went inactive. The website where they were doing those tradings completely went. And you really become stressed because now at least me, I had had only invested 2,000. People have invested a lot of money into things that later on they realize, nilijiingisha kwa scam. So I don't know kama Becky na Ruth mkona similar stories. But Makedi, now before Becky and Ruth come in and tell us their story, and we also want to hear your story. Have all your businesses and investments been successful? How do you prevent yourself from getting yourself into a scam, basically? And how do you know, and what do you do even if the business is not a scam? Maybe it is not ethical as a Christian, and maybe it is bringing good money. What should you do? So it's only 2 questions. How do you prevent yourself into getting into a scam? And number 2, what happens when the investment or the business you have gotten into is very good but ethical, and it's yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot. And I'm really hoping that I'll manage to answer all the questions. And one thing for sure is that before you enter into any business, you have to do an analysis. You have to check whether is this business viable, like inaka hivi amani. It's something that I can really work on it and pay returns even after years too. And it's not something that I'll invest on the first month. So the first month the returns are like 80%, the second month are like 20%, the third you go, or you'll never get back the seed that you invested in. Currently as a student, as you invest in a business, it is very, very much unlikely that you'll have capital to invest in. If you have capital, then well and good. But you don't have capital, please look for a business that won't need a lot of capital, and it is mobile, whereby you can operate it from where you are, and also your customer base is very close. It's way too close, and also the people you're working with, the people that you can really trust and you can reach out to them easily. That in global meetings and everything. I remember when I was in year 1, back when AIM Global ilikuja Kenya, a friend of mine alinipigia, by the Makedi, alikuwa my roommate, alipigia by the Makedi, kuna msichana anachapia kuna biashara ingine hapa, you need to invest like 25k, alafu hiyo 25k inarudi ukirifamu tu, sijui inarudi and everything. So nikasema ni sawa, acha nikupeleke. Ilikuwa tu hapo ni Anniversary Towers hapo ground floor. So nikaenda and everything, nikasikia. Before then, I've never interacted with any pyramid scheme business kinda. So I listened to them, nikaskiza, and in my mind was like, I like, it's not agenda, but like there's nothing for me here. Kabisa. I was doing my math. Personally, before I get into a business, lazima niangalie, what are my interests? Nitapata pesa ngapi? Okay. And how is that your person engaged and all that? So if it's not mimi kwangu ingi, like nitakwambia, by the way, mimi hii hesabu ingiani, so uniache tu niende nikae chini, I'll do my math and I'll get back to you. So I've never tried any pyramid scheme like in Global and everything. I've never tried them. And also Bitcoin, personally I knew Bitcoin, it's not like it's a scam, become a fiat money. Okay, it's called fiat money, not become a fiat money. Fiat money, it's a form of currency whereby it's not tangible. Like you cannot withdraw it. Like value to yake iko to within the air and all that. So it's very volatile in such a manner that at any time it's right in energy. And you don't know, okay, it's not even recognized by any entity or government and all that. So ilikuwa hivi, and I was like, well, me, I'm not trying anything. Even I've never gone online kuangalia, what's Bitcoin and everything. But there are very many business platforms, these are pyramid schemes that ziko everywhere. They give you very, very good profits. Like unakwambia, it's very good profits in words. But ukienda chini kwa grow kuna profits, a pyramid scheme. Like, how do you tell me that I deposit 2,000. And anytime nikileta mtu, huyo mtu nikileta, and yake ni yangu. So basically, these guys, pesa yenye mnaleta ndo wanakula. There's no money you're taking, like, hakuna profit you're making. Wao wanachukua tu pesa yenu, wanachukua pesa yenu. Watu wenye mkijenga huko base and everything, you can do that business for like 3 months and there's nothing you'll get. Hakuna pesa. People will tell you, oh, I'm getting money, the PR. There's no money. Hakuna pesa and everything. And ethical business, I don't know whatever you mean by ethical business. Yeah, can you elaborate?
So as a Christian, of course, kama vile biashara nilikuwa ninataka kuingia ya kufanyia watu assignments ndio nilipwe. Of course, I don't want to ask the question whether that is ethical, but you know that is not ethical, because basically you're doing assignments. That's basically cheating, and you know, should you as a Christian, because you know this is a Christian podcast and we want to have this genuine Christian conversations, like lower your standards and your morality to do some things that will bring money, but you're like, that's not very big of a sin, you know. How did you feel when you are downloading movies, for example? Ethically, it's against the law to download and sell movies. You can be arrested for that, and there are very many other examples where, you know, as Christians we get very good business opportunities in quotes, but if you look at them really, it's not ethical. It's against our Christian values. What should you do about that? And maybe you desperately need the money.
Okay, thank you for that. And when it comes to movies and all the like, you know, in Kenya, currently we really don't have that the grounds for copywriting and everything, and we haven't really worked on that as Kenya and all that. So you'll find everything you can access over internet, and you can't buy music and all that. And I wouldn't really base it on Christian view and all that. But now I would pose this question that, let's say music, let's say kitu kama music, now you have YouTube or even other platforms, and you know how to download them. There are no grounds for now blocking that you from downloading and all that. How do you download your music? And let's say, okay, generally that, and also you even when you go to these the music that we play in church, we wouldn't say that we bought that music ethically. Wouldn't say that we bought that music ethically. We are still in the dark end of not knowing how these things should be done. And I bet we are the kind of age we are living in Kenya and those of the US, they're different times and everything. So if we want to say that now we need to buy the music or even need to buy the movies that even we Christians watch, I think tutakuwa tunajifunga sana and tunajipiga sana, and looking on how to be so ethical in line with that, instead of looking on how now will this benefit me or will it not benefit me. But that doesn't give you grounds for not following whatever the Bible says and whatever Christ wants us to follow. But when it comes to, okay, vitu na modern age, modernity and everything, with time najua tutaanza kununua music, which is good. Yeah, but at the moment kama bado tujui venye tunaweza nunua or tujui venye tunaweza subscribe before Netflix came to Kenya and all that, yeah, I think I wouldn't really comment much on that. And when it comes to, now you mentioned something on doing assignments for people and all that, I would pose a question to us and also ask us, for example, you are a personal assistant for for a professor. The professor is doing a thesis, and this professor doesn't have much time and all that, and you are the PA. So basically, he'll pay you in order for you to assist him. Let's say data collection, in data analysis, or even writing the paper and all that. If you get a job as a personal assistant, would that be unethical or would it be ethical? Not going into kufanya assignments and all that.
I think you have run away from the question, because we have people who do the whole thesis. Leave alone at TCG collecting data. There are people who have done the whole thing, literally the whole thing, and write whole research papers. Like, people just pay money and they do nothing. And in a way, of course, it is encouraging laziness. And even when it comes to music, I believe we all know that we can stream music and pay for it. You know, there are platforms like Spotify and Deezer, and you can subscribe and stream your money, and the artists are getting money for their hard work. You can pay for a Showmax subscription, but we still find ourselves doing these other things. But of course, that is a debate. But I think, in essence, the question really, I just gave those two things as an example. The bigger question was, what should you do when you are doing something that is illegal, but it gives you money, and you're a Christian and you desperately need it? You know, there can be more examples of other illegal stuff. You know, even Christians can be selling weed and getting money, you see, and smuggling other things. And basically, when I say illegal, I just didn't mean only those two, but what should you do? As you know, I'm in second year, I'm in the CU, but I don't have school fees. But my friend has told me, there's this business you can get into, sell some weed cookies. Just an example. So many other examples of hard work. It's bringing in good money. And I'm even removing some of it as tithe, and I'm able to pay my school fees and support my family at home. And maybe that's the only thing at the moment that can rescue me. So as a Christian, and as a born again person, having a relationship with Christ, what should you do in such circumstances?
Okay, that's an extreme end of investment. And I wouldn't vouch for anyone to go to those other business avenues. They call very clean businesses that we can do. And I wouldn't, let me say illegal would be like, let's say something like money laundering and everything sort of. But if someone is investment, I would ask if really his circle is Christian circle, or those who believe in the principles that we believe in as Christians. Or also, I would ask if he really follows whatever Christ asks us to follow, because we are called to be Christ-like. Yeah, but the other extreme, in statistics we have outliers. So if you have a normal car, or whatever you have is the vitu zenye ziko katikati, they are normal, and now there's this extreme end and those extreme end. So whatever goes to the extreme, those are outliers. So if the people who they're Christians, they're in this one end, and you are on the other end, and the other end that's now dealing on the outliers in terms of investment and all that, then you should question yourself. Am I doing this? Is it for God? Will it really benefit me? Will it really change me? And even if I'm getting the money, quick money will not really benefit you as such. Quick money, itakujikienda.
I don't know if we're still children for this, but I wanted to ask about investing in stock and government. What do you call them? Government?
It's treasury bills and bonds.
Yes, Sasa. Tell us a bit about that.
Okay, thanks a lot. And there are different avenues that you can invest in when you have some amount of money. Like, let's say, come a student, and one of them in you can't start a mimi bado siwezi invest kwa treasury bills and bonds. Reason being, now their investments is in batches of 50,000. So the least amount that you can invest that you'd aim to get is 100,000. So basically, mimi kuweka 100,000 yangu huko. I'm still children. Yes, I'm still children. So nikitaka kuweka 100,000 yangu huko, and you have to put it there for either 6 months or even a year for it to mature. Then also, now whatever personally I can opt for, or even you as students can opt for, is either to invest in circles and also to invest in money market funds. And majorly for students, I'd really urge students to invest in money market funds. In money market funds, there are two types of funds that you can make with the money market funds. You can have your emergency funds there, or even you can have your sinking funds. Now, emergency funds, so these are short-term investments that you can make. In as much as you get your help, or maybe you get your pocket money from your mom or dad, or from wherever you get it, Becky, and now you want to, let's say you're looking forward to buy what do ladies like? You're looking forward to buy a dress for the S01E04 this year, and now you have like 6 or 7 months to plan. I'd advise you to create a sinking fund. So a sinking fund, it is in a manner that it means that this is a fund that you create for a purpose. Yeah, it's majorly for a purpose. So let's say you have a sinking fund with Zimele. Zimele Trust is a money market fund. So when you put a money market fund is just these are company that pulls resources and make investments and pays you. When you invest with them, they pay you interest per month. Yeah, and it's compounded annually. So I was in sinking fund. When you put with Zimele, let's say you want to, so they allow you to put as low as 100 bob. So let's say weekly, Becky is saving 100 bob, or let's say 200 weekly. I can save 200 weekly, or even let's say 50 bob daily. 50 bob daily, that's a lot of money in a month. That's like 1,500 a month. So she's saving 1,500 a month. You're not only saving, but now the moment you'll be done with saving, and now the S01E04 is like a week too, you can withdraw that money. And 1,500, when I do a month with now 6 months, you'll have something like 9,000. And when you're withdrawing from that fund, it won't be 9,000. It will be more than 9,000 because it earns interest monthly. So I'd really urge students to do that. If they could really look on how to invest in money market funds for either emergency funds. So emergency funds, these are not withdrawable as such. They really serve purposes for emergencies. Let's say Becky may save one of the money market funds, and now tuseme Ruth kidogo birthday yake inakaribia, and she really doesn't know what to buy, and anataka kununua keki. She goes to the emergency fund and withdraw some funds and ananunulia keki and all that. Yeah. So in as much as we can try to invest on other areas, this is now the safest way of investing. It's ethically right, eco-sour, and everything. And I hope Becky nimejibu swali yako.
Yeah, somehow. But I'm wondering, what's the difference between putting your money there and putting it in the bank? Because people keka bank in a gain interest.
Yeah, 2% annually. Mashilingi, it again mashilingi.
So this money market funds, basi wao wanatoa the extra incomes that they're able to give you.
Whatever they do, profit. They take your money. So nimesema in a pool. Okay, sorry. Pool in economics means inaleta pesa, like it. A pool of investors, like inaleta different investors. Let's say Karega ameleta 2 million, Ruth ameleta 10 million, Ivo. So they go and invest.
Umeleta ngapi?
Oh, so umeleta so.
No, exactly. Umeleta 50 bob. That's not kind.
Okay. Yeah, whichever amount that he gives abroad, they go invest. Wanna invest na hiyo pesa. After investing in that with that amount of money, now that whatever investment they make, inaleta pesa. So with that amount of money is what with that amount of money, linafanya nini? Unalipwa nayo. It's more or less like circles. Circles, whatever they do, you put money there, and now they generate the income annually. Now they also invest in other things, and also they give out loans and everything, so that they get the interest that they pay you. So when they invest on this thing and everything, it brings an amount of interest, they see how much they pay you. So for money market funds, most of the time, their interests are fixed. And now for circles, their interests are based on previous financial year's business, business profits and all that, or investment profits. Yeah.
And then money market, is it like, you say Bitcoin is not, it's not recognized by government, blah, blah, blah. In money market, is it recognized? Amu take up, ama biki take up 50 bob yake and then iende hivyo?
Haiwezi mezwa.
Chanena 50 bob yangu.
Hiyo haiwezi mezwa kabisa. Like, this is recognized by government and everything. Yeah. More or less like circle. These are things that are regulated. Like money markets are regulated by the CBK. Yeah, Bitcoin is not regulated by anybody. It's more or less like this mobile loans that install and everything. Before, these are regulated, but before then, they weren't regulated, so they could charge any interest that they could charge from you guys when you borrow any loan. Yeah.
Speaking of money. Mobile loan.
Yeah.
So, is it okay for? I know some. I don't know where I read this. Probably in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or something. But they were saying that you should borrow to invest. So I'm wondering, is it okay if I go to Tada and I want to invest in a business, so I go take 10K from there and go put it in some other business and that kind of thing? Is it okay for students to get into mobile loans?
Mobile loans are addictive, and there are different avenues of loans, and if anyone would like to take a loan, I would really advise someone to invest in circles, so that you get guaranteed loans at a very minimum interest rate. And when you take loans, please take loan to invest. Don't take loan kwenda Mombasa. That's a liability. Don't take loans kwenda Mombasa and everything. Take loan to invest. I know when we are young, we might do these mistakes, and it's okay. It's okay. Najua tutakosea kidogo. Tunaweza enda kuchukua pesa, tujipeleke Kilimanjaro, tukule, and it's okay. But dawa ya deni ni kulipa. Hiyo bado utalipa tu. Kama hujalipa utawekwa CRB na bado utalipa. Yes. But if you would like to take a loan and you'd like to invest, just be sure that loan itakupea a good return and itakusaidia kuinvest.
Investments. I think kuna something we as young people sometimes call it an investment, but it's not really an investment. Betting.
Oh, betting.
Yeah, let's talk about betting. I remember, is it really an investment,
It's not an investment, Bana. Betting is I don't do betting. Yeah, Miss Fanny betting. Okay, betting is betting. It's gambling. Like you're gambling with your money. Like you're saying, by the way, naona kama hii nitafanya and everything. It's more or less like saying, you wake up in the morning, Karega, and let's say you're living in Hall 11, and Becky and Ruth are living in Hall 13. So you're saying, Leo, now I'm betting with you, tumetoka Hall 11. I'm like, Leo, Becky atavafiti kushinda Ruth. kama amevaa fiti takupea 200, na kama Ruth amevaa fiti kushinda Beki, such stuff. Like, it's not investment, it's more or less like you're trying to gamble to see whether it'll work and everything, and it drains people. It's addictive. It drains people. Sana. So, betting, personally, enda tu clean. Fanya tu pesa yako tu mdogo, invest mahali unaweza, but usi-invest kwa betting. Yeah. Personally, okay, I've never sijai bet and everything. So, sijai pata tamaa ya kubet hata nikiwa low, because pesa itaoga. No, itaoga tu. Yeah.
You guys just reminded me, I have a friend mwenye alikuwa anafanya betting. So, there was this time alibet akapata 100k. So, akanua Miss Jolly bet wapi, but he got 100,000 and he bought himself a laptop, he bought his parents something and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just wondering if it's okay to spend money that you have earned in not good ways, like pesa umepata kwa njia mbaya, but you're spending it in the right way. Like, if I went and I get 100k, is it okay if I invest that 100k now in a business that is legal and legit and all that kind of thing?
Okay, sijaelewa swali, but whatever I know that Kwenye umeuliza ni kama ni sawa kuspend na pesa yenye hujapata kwa njia yenye si sawa.
Basically anauliza kuhusu wash. Yaani kuosha pesa.
Oh, exactly that. You need low-key wash. That's money laundering. Money laundering. Okay, money laundering. Money laundering is very funny anyway. It's not a good thing. Your lifestyle won't really account for it. And when now the government does audit for you, your life audit, vitu hazitakuwa zinapimana and all that. So, for some time I've been asking myself that why would watu wa mapasi waishi for so long, or people who are really good in good terms with everyone and all that, wanaishi for long, they're doing ethical business, wanaishi for so long, and they really get to enjoy their life with zero stress and all that. But now when you do an ethical business, you do unapata kuwa you always fear your life, and most of the time these guys have guns, wanatembea nazo and all that, and they have to get heavy security na kila kitu. So there's that risk that comes with doing an ethical business, and also there's that good things that come with doing ethical business. Yeah, people will look posh and all that, but maisha si kukaa posh bana. Maisha ni kufurahia. Mi nataka kucheka everywhere na kutembea anywhere. So for that sake, I wouldn't really go into wash and all that. Napata pesa huko alafu nakuja naiosha. Vizuri tu inaka legit money. Well, yeah, thank you.
So now that we've invested and we have earned the money, how should we spend our money? Should we should you start caring for your own needs, paying your fees and stuff, or should you just let your parents continue sending you the upkeep, and then the money that we've earned we can use it to buy the S01E04?
Oh, okay, that's now better. And let me tell you one thing. There's no joy you'll ever get in this world of that joy when you send your parent, let's say 1,000 or 500 bob, and just call her or him and tell you, hey, by the mom or dad, nimekutumia hii pesa, I did this and everything, and naweza nunua kanyama leo and everything. Like, it's ni kitu kingine fiti yenye you'll never, like, hiyo joy kuna venye huwa inakubamba tu sana na huwa inabamba paro. And when you reach a point whereby you tell your paro, by the way, Saeed, there's something I'm doing, and whatever you can do, you just pay the fee. I think upkeep, just in case nimefinywa kidogo on upkeep, is when I'll call. Your parent will be so proud of you, and wherever she goes, she'll be like, mtoto wangu Beki, hey, mtoto Mungu ambariki. Like that there's that joy that the parents have when they feel like my kid is being responsible, my daughter is being very, very mature in terms of spending habits and all that and everything. So when you get the amount, just budget. Kachini, you're like, yes, nimepata 10K. I need to do this. You put priority list 1 to 10. Out of 1 to 10, chukua the first 5. Which ones comes first? Sort za kwanza, then ubaki na the rest. And you're like, hizi si lazima, I can do them maybe next time and everything. And usisahau kupiga mwili pole. Allocate pesa ya kupiga mwili pole. Even if it's going to buy yourself a dress or even taking yourself on a self date. Yeah, if you've never done that, try going for a self date. It's fun. Yeah, jipiga mwili pole, and it's really necessary, but you have to budget your money. Account for every shilling that you have. Before budget pesa yako uanze kutumia hivi, I'm telling you, my guy, utashtuka inafika a certain date and you don't have any amount of money. You can't account for any shilling. Yeah.
Well, folks, you've heard it from Makedi and the rest of the team. That's on personal finance and investing, and we've learned a lot. And we want to hear what you guys have to say at home. Please, let's continue the conversation in the comment section. What do you think about side hustles, finance, investing? Would you start a business? What kind of a business would you start? Do you have your own personal con stories? What have you learned from them? Share your journey with us. Share your questions with us. That leads us to Makedi. How can people reach you at home? Are you on social media? Where can they find you?
Oh, okay, thank you for that. I wasn't seeing that coming. Even if it's a on TV and podcasts and everything, they're like, how can people reach out to you? Okay, I'm available in all social medias. Makedi Urbanus. That's it. Yeah, Makedi Urbanus, or even you can reach out to me. Yeah, and I know quite a number of guys have my number. Yeah, those were the senior people in CU. Okay, senior in terms of not age, but in terms of their year, in terms of studies. Yeah, 4th year, 3rd year. Yeah, and also second years like Bichii. Yeah, they have my number. Yeah, you can reach out to me via WhatsApp or call, or you can chat me.
Bichii anasema hana namba yako.
Achana Bichii.
And I don't know, I know this question is a bit late, maybe I edit hapo mwanzo. What happened to Makedi Creations?
Oh, what happened to Makedi Creations? So Makedi Creations went on a break. Yeah, because I wasn't operating alone. I was operating with 3 others. We went on a break. The other one got, my other partner, alipata a certain position that wouldn't allow him to be so mobile. And the other one also moved out of Nairobi, far from Nairobi. And also, mimi hapa, nikatoka Nairobi. Yes, this year wakanipeleka mbali from Nairobi. So we couldn't really continue with the activities because it was freelancing and all that. Alafu pia inflation pia ikahit, prices zikaanza kushoot, and we couldn't really really stay in business while we are far away, because we had now to pay for guys who are delivering, and also now because prices were really fluctuating very fast, we couldn't really keep in touch with now the current market prices. You could find that you quoted this amount and now the amount of the market price is quite high and everything, and you'd run at a loss. So we saw it best fit that we'd rather put it on hold as we strategize on when we come back to Nairobi, which I really believe that it will be soon. We strategize on whatever products that we want to sell to the market, that is you people, and how we can sell them to you. And rebrand Makedi Creations again once more.
Is there anything you would like to say that maybe you have left out, something you'd like to add?
Or something like that. Okay. There's something that I'd really like to add is on now, what are the importance of now investing and maybe the challenges that comes with investing. And now the importance of now when you invest, the people you're interacting with, they're not only your circle, but now it goes way beyond your circle. So basically it builds your social skills, and also it builds your network, which is your network. And also when you build your network, now it builds your social capital. So social capital, it means now, it is social capital, local man wanaita connections. So social capital is connections that comes with now investing and everything. And also, when you invest, money speaks only one language. You save me today and I'll save you tomorrow. So when you save money today, or when you invest that money today and you save it somewhere, it will save you tomorrow when the rainy days in business now. And also it creates to you some sense of independence, and also it avoids, it makes you avoid over-reliance on people and also on debt. And the challenges that comes with business, I'll say rainy days, and also it's very hard and difficult to save and invest. It's not something that's easy. Investing, people see investing as easy, that Nani tried and they're really doing well and everything. It's not easy. You have to build discipline, and building discipline takes time. Utanguka, maybe the first month you'll make profit of 200. Please continue, do more research and everything. Do more research and continue doing what? Continue soldiering on, because now I would say that success is not measured by how many wins that you have, but now how many times that you rise after every fall. So ukirise, ukifail na bado unaendelea. That's how we measure success and everything. So don't be na haraka ile that mimi nikianza hivi by next month nitakuwa napata 20k per month and everything. You hear people, I'm getting 80k per week and everything. Okay. I never believe that people get 80k per week unless you're a footballer uko majuu. But if people are getting 80k per week, it's because they have different streams za pesa, and they're not 20s or they're not in their early 30s. So if someone is getting 80k, then kosawa and everything, but kuwa too patient. Be patient with money and getting pesa and everything, but invest in yourself also. Investing in yourself is all about reading and getting to know all about the business that you want to do. Yes. So before we ingie kwa invest kwa biashara, circles, money market funds, invest in knowledge. I think that's all.
And which are these personal books that you recommend? Some invest in knowledge, I'm assuming books and some courses. What are your personal favorites, like top 3 books?
Hey, top 3 books, okay. But the books that I've done, okay, I don't do specific books, but I've read The Making of a Manager, which is a good book. And Bichii mentioned Rich Dad, by Kiyosaki. And also there's this one on things they didn't teach you about money in school. That's all about now investment budgeting, like it includes everything. It assists you in investing. That's why I got everything about emergency fund, and I got to learn, okay, naweza emergency fund, alafu kama hiyo emergency fund ijatumika naweza toka percentage ende nipige mudi pole. Very nice. So these books, they really assist you. Like these are wealth of knowledge that mtu ameishi for over 60 years, then he comes and packages in a book of 200 pages. So basically, una read experience here 40 years or 60 years, which is something that you can't joke with. Yeah.
Well, folks, let's see you next week, same time, same place, Wednesday, 8 p.m. on YouTube at MCCUON, on Spotify and everywhere else where you like to listen to your favorite podcasts at MCCU Show Podcast. Remember to continue the conversation on the social media platforms. The conversation does not end here. Feel free to ask your questions, send in your comments and suggestions. See you next week.